Hi, I'm Undrai Fizer. I hope all of you are well. Um, I'm at the office now, and I want to leave a Friday thought with you. I'm going to wait for a few of you to get on here, but I want to leave a Friday thought with you about authority of spirit and authority in your spirit. You really know how much you honor your spirit and your purpose and how much influence your mind has with you, not just over you, but with you. You really know how much you honor it and you are influenced by it, by the things you speak over yourself. When you decree or promise a thing to you or speak something to you, your authority will be seen by how well you listen to what you said. When we speak to things that we feel we have power over it, our influence will compel the listener to take heed to what we said. And when the listener takes heed to what we said, they are compelled by influence to follow through. Well, you know how much authority you have in your spirit. When you decree something over yourself, you're not looking for God to do it. You will look for you to respond to what you said. And when you respond to what you say, that determines the honor you have with you and the power and influence you have with you. Sometimes we decree a thing over ourselves and we wait for God to perform what we have requested over ourselves. But the authority is seen if your own life responds to the request you have placed over yourself. How many of you know what I'm talking about? If you do, just give me some hands and let me know. I'm not going to be on here long because I know that you ate a lot of turkey and dressing, and you got to get over that. You understand, and pies and stuff like that. See, your authority is seen, and your honor of life is seen by speaking over yourself, and you are compelled to perform it. When you don't perform what you spoke over yourself, there is no honor between you and yourself. And so you just can't make yourself honor yourself. Honor has to be seen, the influence has to be felt. And it's like I feel compelled when you speak to me. I feel increased when you speak to me. See, influence and honor comes when we feel an increase, when the greater essence speaks with us. We arise when authority speaks to us because we feel an increase and we feel a change in lifetime when something in authority speaks to us. We feel an upgrade of life that it's going to turn our life. It's going to turn our condition. We feel, how you doing, man? We feel that it's going to turn our condition. That's how we know when something is an authority. It will turn our condition just by speaking. We feel that we're on the precipice of a promise when someone or something in authority speaks to us. You feel what I'm saying? If I can't keep my word to me, then that's the thing. That's the discipline we have to discover. That's the discipline we have to achieve. You see, you know when you have authority in your spirit when you speak to yourself and you feel the upgrade. If you speak to yourself and you don't feel that your condition is going to turn, it means that there is this innate dissatisfaction with ourselves and we don't feel that our words have authority. Now, if we speak to someone else, we feel our word has authority if someone else does what we say. If they do what we say to do, and we want to let them know, don't look at where I live, don't look at what I drive, don't look at that. We want to let them know what not to look at because we feel that these things may hinder them from finding faith in us. There are these innate possibilities that we feel that exists within us that may cause someone not to listen to us. Sometimes we'll say, if I'm just because I'm not a millionaire, just because I don't live here, don't mean. And so you start picking all of the little nuances that people may look at in your life to keep them from listening to your faithfulness. But when you have authority, you can live in a hole. If you really have authority, you can live in a box. And if you speak, people will forget that you're living in a box and they will feel an upgrade. It's a matter of what they see and what they experience in your voice. Now, if you speak to yourself, but then there are these little nuances that will keep you from hearing yourself and releasing yourself to your prophecies, then that's an issue. When you prophesy to yourself, have you can you see yourself without looking at what you don't have and still feel compelled to follow what you prophesied to yourself? How many of you have the strength and the courage to prophesy to yourself while being blind to your present situation and still feel compelled to follow and adhere what you said and walk into a fullness? That's when you know that you have authority and honor of spirit. When you could prophesy yourself and be blind to your poverty and be blind to the past and be blind to where you live and be blind to where you drive, you are blind to the obvious hindrances that will keep you from listening to someone else. Because sometimes if you can't get over the blockage that will keep you from hearing someone else, if you experience the same blockages, you won't listen to yourself. If you need people to live in a mansion before you listen to them, you won't listen to yourself until you live into a mansion. And that's not a good pressure to put on yourself. If somebody needs to drive a Maserati before you listen to them, then you won't listen to them while you're driving your you won't listen to yourself while you're driving your Camry. So if there are different little nuances in your mind that's hindering you from seeing the honor in someone else, then you're going to have to get rid of those same blockages to listen to yourself. How many of you follow me? Just give me a hand and let me know that you feel what I'm saying. Just put a hand up. I'm not going to be here long. So if you want to know how much honor you have in yourself, how compelled are you to follow through when you promise yourself something? When you speak to yourself, do you feel that you're just giving yourself an upgrade? Do you feel that you've just given yourself an upgrade and another opinion and a force that will push you over the top because you spoke to yourself? You feel like someone in great authority. Let me see. Can your voice and action speak louder than your surroundings? Oh yeah. When you know your authority, your surroundings are irrelevant. When you really are moved by who you are and what your purpose is, your surroundings are irrelevant. Your surroundings are irrelevant when you know what you are. You can live in a hole. But if you know what you are when you speak to yourself, you are going to be moved. So if you really want to know what your authority is, try speaking to yourself and see if you will follow through. If it's a struggle to follow through to your own voice, it means you see yourself in an inadequate way. But if someone incredible comes into your life, let's say it's some incredible person, some renowned person, and they come into your life, and I won't be before you long, they come into your life and they say, hey, can you give me some water? You'll run to the store. Because this person asked me, because you feel there is a possibility your servitude will shift your present situation. If I serve the right authority, that authority will bless me and change my present surrounding. So do you see yourself as a renowned person? The same level of renounce, of the same renowingness that you see in another, do you see it in yourself? And when you speak to yourself, do you feel like you're serving yourself? Because if you ask yourself, if you say, Undrai, I need to do this, then your life should see you as renowned. And you should feel like, if I honor what I said to myself, I'm going to change myself. How many of you follow me? If you do, now, I'm having problems seeing, so hey, I'm trying to say, when you know your authority, your surrounding woman. That's right, Ra. That's right, Ra Tally. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm gonna call your real name out in a minute if you're not careful. I'm gonna really call who you really are. You understand? When you speak to yourself, you're going to serve yourself. Some of our problems is we don't serve ourselves. We don't see ourselves as renowned, and we don't serve ourselves when we speak. We speak to ourselves and we will lie to ourselves and we will procrastinate. Procrastination is when we continue to lie to ourselves because we don't feel that we're important enough to follow through. And when you don't feel that you are important enough to yourself to follow through, you will procrastinate, which means I will lie to myself and don't feel the pressure. I will lie to myself and don't even feel the need to fix it because I'm lying to me. And if I lie to me, that's nothing. I would dishonor myself by lying to myself, by speaking to myself and not following through. If I don't feel I'm renowned, I will promise myself something and give myself 50 years to do it. And it don't matter because I'm not worth the truth to myself. And when you don't feel that you are worth the truth to your own self, you will make excuses and lie to yourself. And if you will lie to yourself, depression will come. Depression and anxiety comes to everyone who lies to themselves, who does not feel that they're worth speaking the truth to themselves. If you don't feel that you are worth speaking the truth to yourself, you're going to be depressed and have anxiety, and you're going to feel that, and you're not going to have any prophetic imagination because you're not worth telling the truth to yourself. Do you feel me? If you feel me, just let me know. I'm not gonna hold you because I know you got some sweet potato pie you got to get into and a ham sandwich on Miracle Whip and rye. You feel what I'm saying? So when you are renowned, you will speak the truth to yourself. When you know that you are honorable, you will speak the truth to yourself, and you will follow through when you speak to yourself. When you speak to yourself, you're going to do it because you feel the authority in spirit. I have authority, not just authority over my kids and over some people, but I have authority when I have authority in myself. And when I speak to myself, I feel that a world-renowned person has spoke to me. I feel that when I speak to myself that a world-renowned person, power to the people. When I speak to myself, I feel that a world-renowned person has spoken to me. And my spirit is waiting to see if I will serve my words. If I serve my own words, my words will create something incredible. But you got to feel that you're renowned. You have to feel, and nobody can make you feel renowned but you. Can't nobody else make you feel world renowned except you. You have to feel renowned. I can't do it. Your mama, your dad, nobody can do it. Nobody else can do it. You have to feel renowned in yourself. And when you feel renowned with that spiritual confidence, then you're going to stand and you're going to follow through and you're going to make it work. So authority is in your spirit, not if you just believe it, but if you feel it. Because if you feel you are important, whenever you speak to yourself, you're going to do it. And if you don't do it, you don't think you're an important person. You're going to lie to yourself and go to sleep, and it won't matter. It matters if you tell the truth to you. Because excuses and procrastination are all lies that we tell ourselves, and we don't feel we're worth enough to apologize and tell the truth. All right? Have a great after Thanksgiving. Peace.